Hey guys, it's me, Judith Crystals, aka DDK. Today's video is sponsored by Annabelle. This is a storefront, a website where you can get weaves, wigs, lace front, coily, kinky, all human hair, Brazilian, just whatever your heart desires, they have. Thank you, Annabelle, for sponsoring this video. As always, I have your link and every other link in the DB below.
Look as good as the day I met you. I forget just why I left you. I was insane.
Okay guys, if you are into auto silence and just listening to someone's voice talk and talk and talk, then this video is for you. Although this video is not going to be very detailed, I am just going to show you the overview of how I am going to transform my hair from this to full on wave. So I am starting off with my hair braided down. I have the end left out. I'll be sewing in the end with my weave so it's easy to take out. When I take out the weave, I'll take out the end together. So the package came with 3 bundles, 22 inches, 20 inches, and 18 inches, and a lace front of 16 inches. It also came with a little card showing you how to wash the hair and just saying thank you for purchasing your product. I also got a complimentary lashes, luxurious lashes, way more luxurious than the one I use, and I will be wearing it at the end of this video. For myself, I got a couple of curved needles with threads, and I also got this wig cap that is the same color as my skin tone, so it kind of would help my weave blend in. I also got a couple of other things, but I'll just show you as we go. So I'm starting off with measuring my lace front to my hair, just so I know where it's going to lay. And just so you know guys, this video I put together from watching a whole bunch of other YouTube videos, not just YouTube videos, but or just anything or any tips on how to put your own weave on at home. I mean, I already had an idea of how to do it, but I wanted to make sure that I would get tips and tricks from other people to make sure I do it right, and this is what I ended up with. Okay, so I have done a couple of things here. I used my got to be glued spray, and I glued on my, well, slightly glued on my wig cap to my actual hair. I'll have all this stuff linked to the DB just in case it's difficult to follow what I am saying, but I have them linked in the DB. And then I cut my lace cap obviously to match my lace front, and then I use my Ghost Bond Blue to just hold my lace front down. I'm not using the Ghost Bond Blue to hold the to kind of sew in the weave. I'm just using it to hold the weave down or the lace front down so that I can actually sew the lace front on. It's kind of like an extra hand for, to make sure everything is flat and not bumpy. For sewing the lace front, I'm using a single threaded needle. So it's been threaded one time. For the other parts of my weave, I use the double threaded needle, and I'm doing that because for single thread I just don't want it to be bumpy in my lace front area. I want it to be as flat as possible and as hidden as possible so you can't see the threads and stuff. But basically I'm just sewing all around it, and as you can see, the hair part itself, it looks like it's my actual scalp, and it's just the base of the lace front. I am following up with sewing in my actual weave. For my actual weave, I double weft. I use double weft. So I folded the weft to make it double so my hair is fuller and I can get everything into my scalp. And then for the first puncture, like for the first threading, I went through the weft. So I made sure I punctured both wefts through the weft. And then for the rest of the thread, okay, let me say this again. So for the first time I'm sewing in, I'm going through the weft. So I'm going to puncture the weft itself. But after the first sewing, I am going to go under the weft, so I don't shed or anything. But for the first and the last sew in, I go through the wefts just so it's really secured. So the rest of the sewing is pretty easy. I just use double weft to make sure I got all the hair in, and then I use double threaded needle. And what I mean by that is that I threaded it twice, so I should have 4 threads in my needle, which I think I have a little clip showing you what that looks like. Okay, so this is a single thread. I only threaded the needle once. I use this on my edges and lace fronts. And then this is a double threaded. I threaded it twice. I use this on everything else. The only time I used single threads and single weft was on my edges. My edges can't hold, or anyone edges can hold too much hair. So, and for the edges, you want it to be hidden. If you use like double weft or double thread, it's going to be bulky and it's going to be obvious that your hair is a sewing. Okay, that's basically it. It's pretty easy. Once you get your lace front on, you can sew in the rest of your hair on your own. You just have to practice. This is what it looked like after I was done sewing. As you can see, the lace front, like it's parting itself, and the part looks like it's actually on my scalp. So I really liked the outcome. Okay, so the following day, I actually did my makeup and I combed my hair down. I think I kind of over combed it. As you can see, my widow's peak, which is that tiny little hair on my forehead, is showing. Here's the tip, guys. Sew your lace front a little bit forward than your hairline because your lace front always pushes back after you have it on. You can also take off the lace front and put on a new one if you want to, because it's your hair and you can do it yourself. But this hair is gonna last me a couple months. I am very happy with it, and I'm happy that I saved my money and yeah. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next one. Bye, friends.